1st of September. Our first little move with the new smaller herd. Come on, we'll see who's going to come now. So the situation is we have them few cows home now with our calves and the bull and the little maverick one. And I'm going to give them a real small little area here today. I'm going to reduce it right down. We have oceans of grass on it. And there's an interesting thing now. She is now the oldest cow I think I have. This is Davy's heifer. My favourite heifer, cow. She's out in front with the two Galloways behind. Anyhow, besides that, this is the lovely green grass they're coming onto. So we have lots of grass here. So I am thinking that I will fairly graze this down tight and try and see can I get the longest rotation necessary for feed and regrowth and rest wise. So we'll see how it goes. That lady's a little bit runny, but she's starting to firm up. I mentioned it in a couple of videos ago that when she goes through a certain field she gets runny, but some of them do, but she's coming good again now. So the cattle are still moving fairly well without lead cow. And we have one bull in here now just. Now straight away what I'm noticing is that the herd or the animal size has already come down in my opinion. Once that red white-head cow is gone and the two larger frame cows I suppose have gone. The white, skinny white and the red white-head. So this is our largest cow now and she's as fat as a fool. And she is still smaller than the two that are gone. Only she's broad. So that I like. I don't like big cattle. So I am very pleased with that now. What I'm going to do is now I'm going to put a fence across here over as far as that tree and they still have access down to the river. And I will come back this evening and see what kind of impact I've had on this grass here. Whether it was way too much or if they're satisfied. I think I'm a bit tight to be honest. But we'll see. We'll let them graze it off. We have September, October into November. We still have a few months of growth, albeit slower, ahead of us. So the slowest growing calf we have now is off the biggest, fattest cow. Interestingly enough. That's going to make a nice bullock yet though. Next year is his year. The sun has come back out. I think the weather's going to settle down now for the next few days and into next week, so I'm looking forward to that. I still have turf to get home, so I will probably go down there this evening and take a look. So I'm going to close down here and we'll chat again soon. I will show you the rest of the cattle at home at the back end of this video. So I will I'll press stop here now. The 3rd of September, Sunday, 11 o'clock in the morning. So they were just in there in the video and it turned out that it wasn't enough grass, so I gave them the rest of it. I should give them another section. I split it in 3, so that was a day and a half I think, if my calculations are right. So today is the 3rd. That was a day and a half, and then I left them into this area which was slightly bigger again for the last 12 hours. So I'm here now Sunday morning. I'm going to move them into Maverick. You get your rubbies. I'm going to let them into the lower side now. So this is divided in 2. So they're going to be on this, I would say, until it's Sunday morning, tomorrow evening, Monday evening or afternoon at some stage. We'll keep an eye on it. But yeah, so the first little paddock I made was slightly tight, so I gave them that extra bit. So yeah, so I'm going to have a little walk through here. As I was saying earlier in the video, the cow size now is definitely more even looking. There's no big leggy cattle, even though the last two wouldn't be big on the grand scale of things, but just I like the more compact frame and animal. So I will show you my bull up here close. So this is the bull that I have left with the main herd. I'm very happy with that lad. He has a lovely stance. It's a pity that he's related to the heifers coming in next year, because I can't use him next year. I'm not going to use him next year. I'm going to come out of the way, girl. But he stands really well. He will make a fine bull for somebody. He's shaping up very nice, and he's a small frame as well. So if you wanted to produce a smaller framed suckler cow with a bit of colour, he is your man. And he is just so quiet. So quiet and chilled out. Yeah, I'm very fond of him. I wish I could use him for longer. And a quick walk through. There's my friend Belty Biog, the heifer that I never liked until I liked her. Isn't that right, girl? Madra, you're getting fat. My bullock, he's thriving mad now as well. I think the cross between Shorthorn and Galloway is a good cross. He is he's fairly big now. He's taken after the father in size, and he's shaping up well, and he's as broad and square like the Galloway. So I'm very pleased with him now. He is one for the freezer next year. The Galloway's have good broad shoulders. You can see the big roundy shoulders he has in front, and the back end is good. So yeah, a nice bullock. Our red family, let me just come out. Our red Shorthorn family, and we have our, she's the boss cow now, I suppose, and there's her bull calf. That bull calf is actually starting to thrive now as well. Nice bit of length to that calf. He's young looking, or he's not as growthy as the rest of them, but he will, as I say, next year is going to be his year. Like his, where is she? Like his full sister here. She was a kind of a plainish calf, but she's turned out a lovely yearling. So I better let these in here now. I'm back. Now I have the fence off. Now this lady is a bit of a lazy. This is Davy's heifer. She's a bit of a lazy bitch, to be honest with you. Look at that now. She's a dirty back end, but that's not because she's soft on the manure. That's because she doesn't like to stand up to make it. She likes to let it off while she's lying down. Now she's not on for getting up. She's not one bit anxious for grass. But this is the one that gets up like a pony. Front legs first. I wonder, Maverick, girl, Maverick, I know. Right, let me open up this fence and see, does she get up? Or what way does she get up? Come on. Wished. Oh no. She's up properly today. That's for a stretch. That's the job. So I have a daughter out of her now. Belle, where is she? She's over there. She doesn't respect the fences at all. That's her on the far side. That's her son as well. So that's the, where is she? That's the full sister of the bull. So you can see why I'm very fond of Davy's heifer. And to be honest with you, I was buying her, and the deal was I was going to buy a Roni heifer like her daughter. And when I went down, the Roni heifer was sold, and I ended up buying this lady, and I was a little bit disappointed, but I bought her, and I'm very pleased I did. That was a few years ago. So yeah, let me open this fence. Our Galloway family. So all the Galloways stem back from this lady. So we have this one, we have her daughter, we have her sister over there, and we have the bullock is her half brother. Where is he? at the back there. He's the brother as well, so yeah, they all come back to this lady here. She's the granny. Anyhow, enough of that. I'm going to open this fence up. So here we go. Favourite part of the day, I suppose. Go on. Keep on moving. It's funny how they always take a sniff at that reel. Even though it's up against the fence all the time, only when it's open do they look at it secondly. And there's a bit of a drain there that you go through. Maverick, are you going to move? Come on, good girl. Keep going. Maverick still hasn't come bulling yet. I don't know, is this lady a free martin, but I don't think she is. A free martin is when they're twin to a bull, for those of you that don't know. A hermaphrodite. What would you say, people that know? She's too much of a bag on her. Has she to be a hermaphrodite? I don't know her history. I don't know what's the story with her. She looks fairly right. So I don't think she's a hermaphrodite, but she never came bulling. Hermaphrodites will not come into season. Because apparently what happens is when they're twins to a bull, the hormones from the male transfers into the female and their organs don't develop correctly. But I don't believe she's a free martin. They tend to have underdeveloped teats. She has a bit of an elder coming, and they have a tight looking backside, for the want of a better word. Right, I'm going to close up here now, put on the fence and go down to the rest of the cows. Quick little ending to the video. We're back with our micro herd. Now this was the heavy overgrown place that they were on. They're going to be moved today, but not at the minute, later on. So I think they're on this now. This is their third day, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So you can see the trample that's on the ground. This is the third year in a row now I've done this. So next year I'm going to give it a completely different treatment. But the cows are very happy with it here. This lady has a little bit of a dirty arse. But yeah, she'll be alright. She tends to be that way. It's not worms or... She's another one of them bottle fed calves. I never came bulling as well, so I don't think she's a free martin, but she hasn't come bulling either. So that is the situation. I'll put this together and I'll post it this evening or this afternoon. A little short video. So for now I'll say good luck and goodbye.